All right, so this is 6.3, the second video, 6.3, okay? So we've done, I think, 1 to 3 in your questions there so far. So this is example 2, page 308, we said, okay. So let's read it through. We're going to talk about something called a cash advance here today. So Daphne is charged 18.95% per year on her credit card balances, which, remember, that's really high, okay? She used her card, which had no previous balance, to make a purchase of $21.98.95. So here's her value, right? Principal. She did not use the card again before her statement on April 29th. Okay, so here's the interest rate. That's per year, of course. Here's the rest of the question. On May 2nd, Daphne made the minimum payment of 5%. Okay, she made the minimum payment of 5%. On May 6th, Daphne took a cash advance of $95.10 on her credit card. If she makes no other transactions, how much will Daphne owe on her May 29th statement? Okay, so on May 29th. All right, so there's a lot going on here in this question, right? And in this, these styles of questions here, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to break it down piece by piece, okay? So there's a lot going on. We're not just going to pump all this stuff into one formula, multiply them all together, and be done. You have to think about this in separate situations, really, okay? So there's multi-steps in these problems, okay? So first of all, a cash advance is basically a withdrawal of cash from an ATM or a bank teller. It's charged to a credit card. Okay, so it's kind of like you're buying something with a credit card, except instead of like getting the item for that money, you get cash, right? So if you have a checking account and use your debit card and you pull cash out of an ATM, that's actually cash that you've put in there, right? And you're taking your cash out. But a cash advance, you don't have the cash in an account, and you're getting the credit card company basically to give you a loan. So it's like a purchase, okay? A cash advance. It's like a purchase on a credit card. All right, so let's talk about the first part is her minimum payment. So how much will Daphne owe on her May 29th statement? So she did not use the card again before her statement dated April 29th and then May 29th. So we've got these other purchases. So the minimum statement, the minimum payment is going to be, does it say here 5%? Yeah, minimum payment of 5%. Okay, so you simply take 5% of this money right here. So that's your money times 0.05. You see that? And that's 5%. Okay, so that's the minimum payment she has to make. Okay, so that's on May 2nd, minimum payment. So you take that minimum payment away, and do you see you have now a new balance? So this new balance, which is not a running shoe, it's actually a new dollar amount, a new balance, and that's now what she is going to be dealing with. So she's paid off part of it. Okay. So Daphne is charged daily interest on the unpaid balance as of April 30th. So as of April 30th, okay. So how many days of interest will she be charged? So April 30th is, okay, so we got April 30th, and then we've got 29 days till May 29th. Okay, so the total number of days is 30. Okay, 1 in April and 29 in May. Okay, so the new balance, which is, let me use this pen again, the new balance right here, right from here. So she had the original amount, and she paid off this much, so she's got this much. So this is the balance that's on her credit card. And where did we get this R from? So R is 18.95. Okay, so R is 18.95. And then we've got, that's per year, right? Per year. And 30 days is 30 out of 365. That's how many years this is. Okay, so remember it's daily, so we got to do 30 days. If we're using the annual percent, then we want to also have the time in years. Okay, so yearly percent, the time in years. That's why you have 30 out of 365. Does that make sense? So it's like 1 month of the year is 30 out of 365. Kind of like 1 to 12. But it's a little bit more accurate. Okay? So money times rate times time. That's PRT. Okay? So the interest then over that period is $32.54. So Daphne will be charged daily interest on the cash advance beginning immediately. So calculate how much interest she will be charged on the new purchase over 24 days. So remember, we got to go back to the question. This is a lot of thinking, guys. So pay attention, okay? Pay attention with your book there. Okay? Go. I'm in the middle of something. Can't just walk in. Get. Okay. Now where was I? Don't you just love it when students from other classes just walk into your classroom when you're teaching? Wait, you guys don't know about that? Okay. Oh, seriously. Okay, so where were we? So the cash advance. Remember, that's like a payment on your card, right? So the payment is $95.10. But this was made on May 6th. So there's going to be daily interest on this part for not the full 30 days or whatever, but only for May 6th to May 29th, which is, that's going to be technically what? 6th to 29th, so 24 days. I guess 24. You include the 6th and you include the 9th, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So here's the 9510. Let me zoom in just a bit here. There's the 9510 right here, and we've got this much interest for 24 out of 365 days. So again, this is per year, and this is really the number of years, 24 out of 365. It's a fraction of a year. So you multiply all together, and you've got $1.18. Not a lot, but there is some interest on that, right? So what we do now is add the interest plus the unpaid balance. So here's her unpaid balance from before, the new balance that we had. There's the interest on this balance, and here's the interest on the cash advance. Okay? And, whoops, does that include that 2089? Okay, so did we have the 2198, 9510 cash advance? Now where's the 9510? Is that not in here? 9510.
9510 to find out $1.18.
Interest plus the unpaid balance on her next statement, Daphne will owe. I don't see the cash advance in here. Like her paying that back. Am I missing that or what?
That's not the $1.18.
That's the interest on the cash advance.
Oh, okay.
Right? So cash advance on her credit card. So I guess because this 9510 is made in the middle of May, she doesn't owe it until the next month. That's probably what that means. Okay? So the May 29th is sort of everything within the last month, but this one isn't really due to be paid until the next statement, perhaps. Okay? Because I don't see it in here. So we've got the balance there, we've got the interest on that balance, and we've got the interest on the cash advance. So that's what she'll owe on her next statement. The 9510 looks like will come later. Okay? So there's a lot of little pieces there, including, part of a month you owe interest on this much, and then this part of the month you owe interest on something different that you just purchased, and it's less time. So why don't we go over number 4? Let's do number 4 together, okay? Okay, so number 4, Javier's credit card charges 24.9%. Interest per annum, which is per year. Okay. He used his credit card, which had no previous balance, to take out a cash advance of $550 on December 10th. So December 10th, $550 cash advance. Well, okay, so if there's no money in the account, how can you take out money? So that's the difference between a debit, like your checking account, using your debit card, and using a cash advance. I can have $0 in my bank accounts, but if my credit card company is allowing me to take a cash advance, that means I can just take cash from them, not from my bank account. And then, you know what I mean? So if you've put that money in your bank account, you can take that out whenever you want. But if you don't have any money in there, and you want to get money from the credit card company, that's what a cash advance is. Okay? So, but the interest is really, really high, right? Okay. So this is December 10th. Javier's next statement is dated the 21st. So for how many days is interest calculated for the balance on this statement? So the 10th to the December 21st. How many days is that? Okay, so if we do a simple calculation, it looks like the difference is 11. But what we have to do is we have to count both days, the beginning day and the end day. So it's actually 12. Well, when you do simple arithmetic, you know, like this, you're counting one of the end days, but you're not counting the other one. So yeah, so what you do is 21 minus 10 plus 1. So that's 12. 21 minus 10, and then you have to add this day for the beginning day.
So we're counting the day you're on.
Yeah, you're counting the day you're on as well. Yeah, so this is actually 12 days, okay? 12 days. All right. So for how many days? 12 days. I'm going to use a different pen. 12 days. Is that all that's asking there? Next thing. Okay, so A is really easy, 12 days. And you can do that. You can do 21 minus 10 plus 1 equals 12. How much will he owe on his December 21st statement? Okay, so we've got this little cash advance to deal with, right? So the let's talk about the interest first. So the interest is going to be from $550. Okay. Times what? What's the percent?
0.2490.
Okay, so 0.2490. Okay, and then remember how they do this? They do 12 over 365. 12 days out of 3. Well, because again, this is per year,
Oh, okay, so we're taking.
and this is a fraction of a year.
Oh,
So that's a year. That's years. Yeah. What you could do is you could divide this, which I think we've done before as well, guys. Watch this. So you could divide this one by 365. Have we done that in this class? Dividing the percent by 365? It doesn't really matter, whichever one. So you could divide the percent by 365 or the days by 365. So both of those are okay. So what do you get there? I is 450. Yep. 4.5 or $4.50, right? Okay, so how much will he owe? He's going to owe that much plus his, so your future value there is I plus P. So that's going to be $4.50 plus your 500, which is going to be, you're going to owe $504. Wait. Oh, sorry, it's 550. Here we go, 550. My bad. So 554. The original amount was 550. My mistake. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking back to that example, and I'm not sure why they didn't. Honestly, I think that might have been a mistake back here when they didn't include the 9510. Yeah, I don't know. To me, honestly, I'll have to figure that out, guys. But it looks like they should have the actual. They have the interest for the 95, but they don't have the 95, so I don't know. And this question, obviously, they put back in the original amount, right? So I think this is the way it should be done with the adding the original cash advance. But anyways, so let's take a look at C then. What's the actual cost of the cash withdrawal if he pays his bill in full on January 10th? Okay. So on January 10th, so this was asked about 21st. How many more days is January 10? So, see, December 21. How many days in December are there? 31. and then plus 10 days, right? So 21 to 31, that's going to be 11, thank you. 11 days plus 10
25.
is 21 days, or 22?
21.
10, 11.
It's 22.
Oh, but we got to count the first as well, actually. So 1st to 10th is 11. So it's actually 22. So 21 to 31 is 11, and 1 to 10 is 11 as well. So we got to include all those days. Okay. And if we want, whoops, we can go and look at this. So 21 is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Nope. 21?
I think you just skipped a week.
Oh, did I count the 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong month.
Yeah.
What's going on? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go. Okay? So that's December through January. Just count them up on a calendar if you need to. All right. There's a lot of work for that number. So the actual cost then, he's got 22 extra days of interest that he needs to pay, right? So that's 22. So what we need to do then is we need to go, what is that interest on this $550? And the interest rate is still 0.2490 times 20.
We wouldn't add the 22 and 12?
And then we have to, yeah, then 22, and then we have to add the, what did we have before?
The 12.
Okay, so it's actually 32 days from the 10th to the 10th, I guess. Okay? So we're going to do 32 days, and that's a fraction of a year here. Okay. So 550 times this, what do we get? Let's see, I think we should get around 1201. Does that make sense? Anybody else getting that one? So I think it might be best just to count the days on the calendar, honestly. Yeah, might be just easier. Did you get that? What'd you get?
12.5.
You get 12.52?
I used more. I did 30. I did before I did the whole equation. I did 32 divided by 365.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be 1201, I think. Just double check that. So the total then is I plus P. So the total is going to be 550 plus 1201 is going to be 562. Did you figure out what you did?
Yeah, I did 350.
Okay. All right. That's a lot of work for those questions. These are tricky. Yeah, these are tricky. So the days, we got into trouble counting days. So if you need to look at a calendar, you can go ahead and look up at a calendar to count the number of days. And honestly, with that example, I still think they should have included the cash advance there. I'm not sure why that wasn't, because it's on May 6th they got that cash advance, and the 29th statement I think should have had it in there, but it didn't say why it wasn't in there. So if it's up to you guys, I would say on top of this you probably should add the 9510 as well. But I'm not sure why they didn't, so I'll take another look at it. All right, so that is number 4, and number 5. So I'll let you guys work on number 5, okay? So it might take you a little bit. Please show all your work, count the days, show your calculations, and see what you come up with. And I'll help if you need help. All right, so to start this question, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add up these purchases, which I did, and you should have got $180.49, right? You need to find out what the 5% minimum payment on that is, which is $902. Now, it says 5% or $10, whichever is greater. So actually, this right here, I just noticed we got to change this. We actually have to subtract $10, not the minimum, not the 5%, because $10 is greater. So you take that money and you subtract $10. This is the minimum payment. So what we're dealing with now is $170.49. Okay, you have that? So that's on October 29th, we've got $170.49, looks like. Okay? So they're gonna be owed for $170 here, right? Till November 29th, from October 29th to November 29th, there's going to be interest charged on that. So I guess what we could do is we could find out what that interest is on that part. So how many days is October 29 to November 29? Let's see. Let's count it up. September, October, okay? So 29, we got to count 29. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, and 32. So we counted that right? Okay, so you count the first day, and you count the last day. So it looks like that should be, what did I say, 32. Okay, so the interest on this part is going to be $170.49. Sorry, that doesn't look like a 1 and a 7. Times the, what's the interest rate on this one? 0.2195 times 32 of 365. So that's what this interest is going to be. What's that?
I got 3.28.
Okay, so we got 3.28. Okay, $3.28. That's the interest there. So right now from this total we've got 328 plus the 170.49, right? So that's what we owe on this part. And the 119.65. Okay. Let's find out what the interest is on this. So we've got, that's unfortunate. What did I just do there? So we got 119.65 times 0.2195 for how many days? Well, let's figure that out. From November 12th to 29th. So let's, November 12th, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 18 days out of 365. So what's that? Everybody punch that in. Let's make sure we get the same number there. Or 130? Should round to 130 probably.
I got 1.2908.
What did you guys get?
1.29 or 1.29.
Okay, so guys, look at this is how we round, okay? If you see it, it looks like 129, but you got to look to the number to the right, whether we round up or down. Okay? So normally, whenever there's a 5, a 6, a 7, 8, or a 9 to the right, we bump this one up. So this goes to 0, this goes to 3. So that's why it's 130, not 129.
Gotcha.
Okie dokie. Got it? So yes, you got it. Let's round to the nearest 10. Okay. Okay, I'll take a look at your calculator later and see what we're doing. Okay. So guys, the total, it looks like the total here is going to be all of these 4 items added up, and I'll let you guys finish it. Add up all these to get your final answer. Okay, and so what I want you to do, I just did 4 with you then, and 5. So I want you to go back and make sure you've done 1, 2, and 3 completely and well, and then we'll start on this store promotions tomorrow next lesson, okay? Okay, there's your answer right here.